I got the whole cans on. I got some buckets of stuff here, and I've also got Zach, a Zach stuff in the stream here, doing the old YouTube go live together.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on, Zachariah?
Not much, man. Not much. Just so you know, on the preview, I'm on the right, you're on the left. Even though on our mobile devices it's top and bottom.
Okay.
So what they're seeing, my screen's on the right, yours is on the left. But same camera views though.
Okay. So they can see what I see on my screen?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
You got Knife
All
Modders
right.
jumping in.
Knife Modders coming in. What's up, Lindy and Richie? How's it going? Richie, I heard that you had a little bad situation happen with the grinder, man. I'm sorry to hear about that. That sucks ass.
Ouch.
Happens to the best of us. So, you know, they wouldn't be, teaches you to respect your tools a little more when they bite you. Ask me how I know. Yeah.
That's no fun.
Yeah, but yeah, it happens. So yeah, sorry to hear about that, man, but hopefully it wasn't too terrible. Molly said that she had, I don't know, I don't know if she talked to Lindy or chatted or something on Instagram or something to that effect. I've been crazy busy, so I just get bits and pieces of things going on. But anyway,
looks like you got a couple channel members in here too. You got Big Red EDC and also Michael Morgan.
Nice. That is awesome. You got a
whole
Mimo
bunch
in the
more.
house and a Big Red EDC. Perfect.
Yeah. Got over 20 people in the house right now jumping in.
Cool.
I gave a little shout out. I did that little giveaway from Blade Freak.
Yeah, how'd that go?
And it was good. It was good. G-Man won, so that was cool. So waiting to hear back from G-Man. Looks like Dang Ross, one of your members, is jumping in just now. Leaving some comments.
Awesome.
Using your emojis. I love that. Ooh, Michael Morgan throwing down. And somehow I got bit by a knife over the last 15 minutes. Yeah.
That's good for you.
Yeah, that's true. Character.
Yeah.
So I told him, hey, you're doing some live anodizing, and if I would have known ahead of time, I would have sent some stuff over.
Yeah, well, this is one of those things that it kind of happened last second. Not last second, but the fact that I'm doing the live anodizing, that was really just the deal that since my wife and daughter are gone, I figured I would just take advantage of the fact that I could make a mess right at the moment without anybody really caring. So, bear with me for a moment here. I'm running some water.
Okay. So are you set up in the shop or?
Nope. I am straight up. This is on the island in the kitchen.
Oh, okay. We won't tell. We won't tell.
Well, it's happened before.
Okay.
This anodizing is kind of hard. I don't have hot water in my shop. And anodizing is one of the things that's kind of hard to do.
Okay.
And, in the summertime, it's not bad. But in the wintertime, I'm just not interested in dealing with all the bullshit.
I gotcha. So, Mr. McKenzie and Douglas said that Metal Complex got bit pretty good, chopping his thumb off for views.
Yeah, that'll happen sometimes. You'll have that.
So Knife Modders, Richie said his was from the mill, 19 stitches in his left hand. Oof.
Damn it, son. Oh, I thought so. The way that Molly had described it to me, she said that it was from a grinder. But she also had told me that it was something that I don't know what Richie was doing with the mill, but I took it as that it was a one more pass scenario. And I'll tell you, and this is true for working in the shop. This is also true for all the racing that I've done over the years. Every time I've gotten fucked up and hurt, it's been when I was just gonna go one more time. One more,
One
and
last
then
time. That's
yeah,
it. Just one last time.
one last time, and then womp womp, hospital trip.
Gotcha. Yep.
Yep, it's how it always goes. And so I don't know if that was the scenario for Richie or not, but yeah.
Nice. So what are we doing today? Like, what type of products are you gonna be anodizing?
Well, I've got a knife in here. I've also got a pen, and then I've
Okay.
got kind of a well, I don't even know what to call it, a spork, I guess, but it's
Okay.
a combination spoon fork. This little guy right here. So we'll try and do something cool with some of this stuff, and we'll see
Okay.
what
Okay.
you know. I haven't done any anodizing for quite some time. It's been a little while. I've
Nice.
been,
Do you take that out of Molly's um lunchbox?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Um, so it's been. I figured we'd start. So I've already cleaned up some parts, and I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. So this
Okay.
is just distilled water that I'm dumping in here.
Okay. You have to heat that up, or is just room temp?
Nope, nope, just room temp distilled
Okay.
water.
Okay.
And so I've got my little colander here, and this is just a piece of titanium foil. You don't really need that part, but I have it, so
Tricks of the
let me get
trade.
my. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal, really. But all right, so here we got my mixture that I'm gonna dump a little bit in here, and I don't get real scientific with this. It's, as you can tell, I'm just
What type
eyeballing
of
things.
what type of mixture is that?
Well, a little this, a little that.
Okay. Okay.
No, it's a little bit of TSP, which is like a wall cleaner,
Hmm.
and baking powder or baking soda.
Okay. Okay.
And this is just a little uh, push, like milk frother thing, you know. But it
So
does
it
an
stirs it
excellent
up from the
job of,
bottom.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and it does a wonderful job. So you know, I found this tool somewhere, and Bed Bath and Beyond or something, and it works wonderful for this job right here. So that's why I have it.
Molly's like, clean that and put that back. I'm
No,
just
no,
kidding.
no. No. All these tools only get used for this.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? My wife manually froth milk. Are you shitting me?
I just figured,
Okay.
she has a little more time now, the home days, work
Yeah.
from home days.
So there you go. So now I've got my power supply right over here. Oh, I also brought out the color chart. Oop, that I dropped in the water. So yeah, we got the color chart. We got the power supply. We've got some stuff here. We've got some water, and yeah, we're pretty much ready to go. So I was thinking, and maybe you guys actually, you know what? I need to grab. Bear with me for just 1 second. I'm going to grab a piece of Scotch Brite real quick.
Okay. And so power supply, are you picking this up like on Amazon
Yeah,
or, if somebody wants to get into this at home and, dabble around a little bit, throw in some, some maybe some hardware, some pocket clips or something. Um, anything that you
for
recommend like
sure.
voltage wise?
So yeah, so I've actually got a video. If you go to knife mod playlist on my channel,
Okay.
there's a video that shows all these. Um, and there are tools.
I think you're cutting out on your range there.
All right,
You're chopping
bear
up
with
there
me.
pretty good. Not a problem. So basically, go to your Knife Mods playlist on your OCD for EDC channel here, and you can look for your anodizing setup video. I'm sure once you get back, you'll tell us the name. But looks like we got CK in the house, Mark Herrera, Mr. McKenzie, Aberdeen Blades, Tori Casey, Patina Turner, Douglas Dauntless, Big Red EDC, Mark Herrera, Rob Tenring, of course, Richie from Knife Modders, Manny Z, Greg Maroney is here, Deadpool
Nice.
Lee, Patina Turner, El Cap Attic. I think I said Rob Tenring. He's here. Michael R. Douglas Dauntless. Yeah, good group of people.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. So anyone that wants to figure out the tools and stuff that I'm using, if you go to my knife mods playlist, you will see everything that I use
Nice.
and
Okay.
where to get it, uh, how much, how much it costs, all that stuff. I mean, there's lots of ways to do titanium anodizing,
Mm-hmm.
but
Now
personally,
with
I mean,
this,
if you,
would oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
well, I'm just gonna say, if you want to do it, I would just bite the bullet and just buy a power supply. Um, you'll see videos and stuff out there, like people doing it with batteries and stuff.
Probably more
I mean,
consistent with power supply.
oh, it's a lot more consistent, and the power supplies aren't that expensive.
Gotcha.
So, you know, like, yeah,
No, I
and
was gonna
just
ask,
jacking around
like,
with the batteries.
yeah, I was gonna ask, do you use this setup for titanium and aluminum?
No, aluminum is a
So,
completely different process.
okay, so this is just for titanium then. Okay,
Yep, yep, yeah.
just double checking.
Anodizing, yep, anodizing aluminum is more of a dyeing, or where you're actually dyeing the metal, and there's a lot
Mm,
of like really crazy chemicals. It's a much more involved process
okay,
doing aluminum versus
okay,
titanium.
not a problem. Yeah, I only asked
Yep.
because like this one on this Super Freak, these are aluminum to get that, bright red
Oh yeah. Yep.
because you
Red
can't
is
get
a
that
color,
hmm
that we cannot do
for titanium.
with titanium. That's correct.
Gotcha.
Yep. We can get pink, blues, purples, gold. You know, there's a very specific color chart that is all relegated to how much voltage. So here's the color
Nice.
chart right here.
Oh yeah,
So you can kind of see these are all of your color options.
I like
So at
that. Is
12
that
volts, you're
20,
starting at light bronze.
26, 22? I like those
Where are we at?
colors.
The blue.
I was looking at the blues, of course.
Yeah, of course. So you're like 28 through 36 volts. At that 22 to 25 volts are like blurple colors.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
So
excited.
I
I'm
was
excited to see
thinking,
this process.
right on. Hopefully, this will show up well on camera. I think it should be okay.
Yeah, it
I
looks
think you
good
guys
so
will be able
far.
to see. So I was thinking that maybe it'd be kind of cool to put some stars on this spork piece here, and maybe make it like a little USA theme kind of deal going on.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I've got some cut vinyl here, and I'm gonna go ahead and, well, I'm gonna attempt to do this. I'll try and get as much of this under the camera as I can, but if I'm gonna do this on the eating side of the fork.
And this is no way gonna like once you clean it, you can still use it to eat with and all that good stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I'm just asking the silly questions that I would probably ask everyone else,
Uh
learning it
huh.
for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah. No worries.
So you're just getting
Yep.
all the air bubbles out, making sure it's sealed on there.
Yep. We're just gonna cover that spot right there, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on the spoon side over here.
Okay.
My hand's got a little water on them.
Mimo says you're rocking the whole cans. He loves it.
Yeah. All right. So these are some stickers that Molly cut for me.
Iowa Meth Lab. Where's Karen? Says Sharp Guy. Doing the spoon side now.
Yeah. You like that?
Nice.
Look kind of centered? I mean, I'm just kind of eyeballing it and freehanding this. So, I think it looks okay.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah. Tried to get it right down on the bottom of the spoon there. And so, when you're eating this way, you'll have a little star, and then and then
There
it's
you
got the
go.
old built-in serrations there on the side.
I like that. Cut those potatoes up.
Yeah. All right. I'm a little bit concerned. I don't know the grade of titanium of this thing. So this thing says it's titanium, came from a company called Cage, I guess, CAGE,
Hmm.
and it's a model number 5 Victor Kilo Bravo 6.
Okay.
But
I
if this is like grade 3 titanium, we're going to be in trouble here.
Oh, why is that?
Grade 3 does not anodize, so it has to be at
Mm.
least grade 5.
Okay.
Um, and this stuff seems kind of dirty. Um, we'll see.
Some dirty tie.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So I must have had some Scotch Brite shrapnel on my gloves there. Okay.
Mm.
So what color do you think we should do here?
Well,
I'm
can
gonna guess that
you
you're gonna be in the blue range.
I like the blue range. So, I mean, you can see my Lynch Northwest all access pass here. It's kind of got
Yeah.
a couple
Well.
different blues on there.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. So that's
I
like
like
we're
the
probably gonna
blues.
be in this 25 to 28 volt range for something
Yeah,
like that.
I would say part of it, or are you just gonna do the whole thing that color?
I'm gonna do the whole thing, and then we'll pull the
Awesome.
stars off.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Um.
Or you'll do it. I'll just
So
watch.
yeah, you'll just yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll just watch and
Uh,
leave and make stupid comments.
so it probably works better if you plug your power supply in.
Probably works a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Duly
right.
noted.
So power supply is plugged in. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. It's going to be kind of hard for me to show you the voltage on here, but this is just a 0 to like 120 volt DC power supply,
Nice.
and we're going to start. You know what? What I'll do is I am going to.
Pedal faster.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch this up, and I'm gonna move this over here a little bit so I can control it with my other hand. I'm gonna try and hopefully not have my arm in the way, and hopefully you guys are gonna be able to see this thing change colors.
Nice. Does that colander
So
work good for macaroni too, or
yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
nice.
Yep. All right. You have a good
So
good view of what's
so
going on
you're
there.
just putting like the negative on the side of the pan or the pot?
The negative, yeah, the negative is on the actual bowl, and I've clamped that so it's my water essentially is negatively charged,
Mhm.
and then my colander is just insulating my part from grounding out to
Gotcha.
the actual bowl. And
Perfect.
so my positive lead, this is just a titanium rod that's in this alligator clamp, and
Okay.
I've got a little bend in it for this is really works out better for doing like knife scales and stuff, which you'll
Mhm.
see here in a minute because I've got some of those to do. But we should just touch this, and I'm going to touch it down in the crotch of one of the fork tines here, and I'm going to start giving her some voltage, and let's see what happens.
All right.
Oh, look at that.
There you go.
So we got a cool bronze color going. So that's 13.4 volts.
Oh yeah.
And now we're going to start going into some purple colors.
It's alive. Mike Jernick was curious if you can do it with 9 volts.
You can, but, like I said,
So it gets pretty
not
dark
really.
then when you go through the color range. There's your purple.
Yep.
Oh,
So,
might have some blue coming.
oh, yeah, we definitely have blue. It may not look like it so well from your vantage point, but anodizing, because this is strictly altering the surface of the titanium to reflect light in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why it can look very, very different from, like camera angles and lighting and stuff, because it's all about how the light is reflected off of the tie.
Sure. Now is that matching up to your chart pretty well with your
I'm going to
voltage?
show you here in just a moment.
Okay.
So, right now, what I've got, so I'm going to stop it there. That's 28 volts. I went to
Nice.
28 dead nuts on. Um, and if you can see the voltage there, I don't know if you can read
Yeah.
that or not, but it's 28
Mm-hmm.
volts, um, which should have given us this blue color right there, right? You see that?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, you know what? This might work out better if I turn this other light on, like so. There, is that better? Can you see that better now?
Yeah, it looks
So
pretty good.
28 volts is blue.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Does the grade of the tide change the quality of the ano?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
I'm just asking questions
So
from the chat.
nice. Yes, it absolutely will. And something like grade 3. Now this dry versus wet. I don't know if you can see right here. There's a couple of kind of dry spots. Let me
Mm-hmm.
rinse this off real quick.
Okay. There is a question in the
Now,
chat from Jared White asking about, can you peel the stickers off and hit it with a lower voltage to give the stars a bronze?
absolutely.
Nice.
Jared's already on to me.
He's like, I can see where this might go.
Yep, yep.
Nice, nice.
So that was the goal here. Um, and so bear with me for just a moment. All right. I had to grab my little tweezers here. So now I'm going to try to remove these stickers without scratching the tie.
Kyle says the finish prior to anode changes the colors to bead blast versus polish, etc.
Oh yeah, for sure. So depending on what
And then
kind of
where did you get the chart? Is that also on your video?
yes.
Okay.
So yeah, this is, you can see this chart came from painfulpleasures.com. What this is
Hmm.
a what it is a piercing company. They make like a whole bunch of
Ah,
like tongue ring and yeah.
I swear, honey,
stuff.
I just bought a titanium anodizing chart.
Right. Yeah, and I don't even know where I got that thing from, honestly. Um, I know I didn't like order it from them, but I'm confident that you can order it from them.
I just put the link up there, so hopefully it's not too bad. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't think it
Um,
is. I mean, it's
yeah.
all just like, you know, I think
Yeah, they have body jewelry,
it's
piercing,
body
tattoo
piercing stuff.
equipment, permanent
Yeah,
makeup,
yeah,
medical, all that good stuff.
yep.
And it's $1.99 on their website.
Oh, just to buy the color chart?
Yeah, 11 by
Okay,
17
so
poster.
stickers are pulled,
Nice. Here's the actual link to the chart for those of you who want one.
and you can find charts just online too that you can print off. This one's kind of nice because it's like laminated. It's kind of like a
Mhm.
plasticky material. Um, so it's just kind of a nice chart. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn down. Um, we're gonna do this dark bronze at 15
Mhm.
volts, and if you watch the star there, hopefully you can see that star. So I've already got my power supply set on 15 volts, and
Okay.
again I'm gonna touch that crook or the crotch of the spork here,
So that won't
and
affect the blue then.
it will not because it's a lower voltage.
Nice. I like
So
that.
as long as we stay lower than the blue, so did you see it go bronze?
Mhm. Yeah, that went pretty quick.
Oh yeah, it happens pretty much immediately. And
We got Captain
so
America utensils and then another comment for hashtag fork crotch.
have fork crotch. That's exactly right. It's kind of like poon gooch, hoot gooch, fork crotch. All right, now I'm just rinsing this off here. Now, with this particular piece, I'm actually quite surprised and happy with how this came out. I was kind of expecting it not to be grade 5 tie.
No, it looked like
Um,
it took color pretty well.
it did. It did. It really did.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we'll set this off to the side to dry for a few. And if you look at the color around the edges, you'll this will turn out being much a different color than what you see at the moment once it's dry. So right on. Well,
That's pretty
now,
nifty, man. Now I'm like, what could I buy and anodize? Oh no,
yeah.
I have a bunch of stuff I could anodize.
So here is, yeah, these are just some titanium wire that you can see has been bent 100 times over. And this is what I use for hanger wires for knife
Mm.
scales and such. But I also use this to fish the knife parts out of this cup here that's full of distilled water. So
Mm.
I use the wire, oop, like that to, get a pocket clip.
Okay. Okay.
And so this is actually the scales and clip from a knife that I just posted a video on. This is the
Mm.
Tucson 306.
Oh yeah, you posted that one like what was that late
Just
last night, early this morning?
yeah, yesterday maybe. I don't know. I don't even
Okay.
know. I just figured it was one that could
Do you
use
know
some color.
there's a question, do you know roughly how much those power supplies are?
100 ish dollars.
100-ish? Okay.
Maybe $120. 100 to
And for those of
120,
you
I
that
guess,
just
depending.
joined, if you go to the knife mod list playlist on OCD for EDC's website here or YouTube channel, you can actually get all of the equipment that he uses. He has a list of it in there. So
Yeah, there's a video. There's a video called "Anodizing." It's all about the prep,
all about the
and
prep.
yeah, I
I'll
talk
go. I'll go
about
look for it right now.
I talk about all
Get it
sorts of
dialed up.
different finishes and stuff, like whether you do a bead blast or a Scotch Brite finish or a sanded finish,
Hmm.
or polish, what that's going to look like and how that affects the coloring. Because, like I said, anodizing is all about how it reflects the light, and so the surface finish has uh, a huge role to play there.
It's all about the and
Yeah. So what do you think we should do here?
on the scales. What's
Yeah.
the what's the is there
The
any
inlays
other
are carbon fiber.
carbon fiber? That's right. Okay. Hmm.
Yeah. So these holes are filled with just black straight weave carbon fiber. No color, just regular carbon fiber.
Okay.
Um, and
I found your video, so I'm gonna post a link up to it.
sweet. Thank you so much.
I like it. There you go, you guys. Open that one up too. And if you
Yeah,
want
and
to get
there's
all
links
the
to
cool
yeah,
stuff in there,
there's links to all the stuff and tips, tricks, all kinds of stuff in there. Oh, you think we should try and max it out and go up and do some green?
is that the full max charted one? Can you do?
That's that's
Will it
as
go
that's as
black?
No, no. So that
No.
is
Okay.
for a different material. That is not for
Mm.
titanium. Um, so
So
yeah,
can you get them to
titanium
match your
maxes
Hulk
out
gloves?
at green. It won't. It won't match that exactly. I mean, it'll be green.
Okay. Yeah, let's do green then. We have a
Let's.
couple of green. Oh, we have a couple votes for purple and a couple votes for green.
Okay. Well, how about we do this? I'll start with one scale here. Hopefully, you guys will be able to see this. Here, I'm gonna shut this light back off so that glare is gone. And what I'm gonna do is
We have one vote for rainbow.
I'm
There you
gonna
go. That looks pretty good right there.
okay. I'm gonna attempt to just kind of run through the whole color range. And so you'll
Okay.
see this thing shift from one color to another as we go up in voltage.
Nice.
Hmm. All right. Can you see that well there?
I think it looks pretty good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go. We'll go a little more. So I'm right now at 17.2 volts. So I'll go ahead and jump her up a little bit. So now we're going to get into like those eggplant colors or really dark purples in the low 20s. And then
Doing pretty
once we get to like the 50-volt range, that's when things change drastically. And so now we're into the blues. So we're into like really dark blue at 25 volts.
Mhm.
And here we go. We're 30 volts. So now the thing's going to start to go lighter. I don't know how well you can see that or not.
Yeah, no, it definitely went from dark to light.
Okay. So we'll get to and get her up to about 40 volts, which will be like kind of an ice blue. All right. I'll let it catch up for a minute there. And then once we get to like 55 volts, all at once you'll see this thing change to like gold and yellow.
That's so
So
wild.
here we go. All right,
Okay.
there's 55 volts. So now it's like a gold color. Those screw holes in the middle are kind of making bubbles. I don't know if that's hard for you guys to see or not.
Yeah, you can see the bubbles popping up.
Okay. All right. So we'll keep pressing through here. And then this thing's going to go pink.
Now, what if you don't like the color when you finish?
Well, then you can re-etch it and start over again.
Okay.
Hmm. So this right now is where I'm at 73.3 volts. So this is like a light pink color.
Mhm.
And now we get into some purples and like a kind of a blurplish color. I'm like at 85 volts now.
Interesting, it kinda goes through the purple process twice.
Hmm. Okay, so now we're starting to creep up on, we're going to start to get into some green here.
Oh, we got somebody spamming here, hold on.
Nice.
Find your love here.
This is kind of cool, actually. I don't know. I think I'm going to stop right there for a moment just to take a little gander. We've got like a teal color.
Ah, I see that, yeah, it looks good.
That's kind of cool. Anyone vote for staying there? Or should we press on?
Let's see what the votes say. Stay or press on?
Yeah.
Give it a minute for the comments to catch up.
Can you hear my dog Emma snoring in the background?
Yeah, it's too funny. We got leave it, that's a good color, keep going, press on. I like it, press on, press your luck, keep going. That's nice, keep going. That's nice, I like it.
What? Okay, Zach, I'll let you be the tiebreaker because that
Press
sounded
on.
like kind of tied.
Yeah, it's
Keep
pretty close.
going. We still have another
What's
thing to
the
ano here,
we haven't gone
just to
green
let you
though,
know.
right?
We have not gone full green. Nope.
So what's the remaining of the chart colors that are options?
All right. So what that was right there was 97 volts. So we're down here in this range. So we were getting ready to go green. So where we'll max out is this green at 105 volts. So this
What's that?
opalescent and black, those are only for niobium, not for
Oh,
titanium.
okay, okay. So we
So this is
basically
where we
got
stop
purple,
for
teal,
titanium.
teal, green, or green. Yeah,
Yep.
let's go green, man.
You think green? Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. We're going for it.
Nice.
Now, okay, so right there, once you get up into these high volts, I don't know if you guys could see the arc that just happened, but this
Hmm.
is why you want to touch the piece in a place that you don't care about.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that arc popped up. Green with bronze hardware. That sounds good.
All right, so that's 105.
Nice, nice.
So yeah, we'll roll with
Which,
that for right at the moment. Oop,
just to
sorry.
recap, what Tucson model was that?
This is the Tucson 306.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I like that green.
All right, it'll look different once it dries too. It'll be lighter. But
People are
all right,
saying
we're gonna.
with bronze hardware, that's gonna look sick.
Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna do this one fast. All right, you watching
Okay.
this one? Can you see it well?
Fast.
All
Yep.
right, you ready?
Just smoking bubbles in there.
Yeah. So I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's going through the whole range of colors here.
Yeah, you can see a little bit on the ends, pretty good. That goes pretty quick, man.
Yeah. I may have kind of screwed myself there because this one may turn out looking a little different since I didn't do them both the same way, but that's okay.
And what do you mean do them the same
Ooh.
way?
Well, the first one I just
Slow
ran
rolled?
up the
I
voltage
gotcha.
really slowly,
Gotcha.
and here I didn't do that. So I probably should have, but that's all right. I can fix it. Yeah. So this one came out in this area where the relief cut is. See right there? The tie is
Mhm.
thinner, and so it reacted a little differently in that area.
Gotcha.
And then you've got, but yeah, we'll go ahead and roll with that for right at the moment.
Now does that off gas at all?
No, no, no. This is just this is just distilled water with uh, baking soda and TSP. There is no like real chemicals in here. This is actually just um, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it off the top of my head. Um, the
Detergent or something?
no, no, it's like an electrolytic solution. Um,
Mm.
but there is no there's no chemicals in here to off gas or anything like that.
It's like Gatorade for your knife. There was a question, can you get it close to like a 940 green?
No,
Benchmade 940?
no, that's aluminum. Totally different
Gotcha.
kind of deal. Yep. Okay, so now we've got. Ooh, I've got one more knife part in there. Yeah, the aluminum is a total different animal altogether.
I'm like on Amazon, like, can I get this next day delivery?
You're getting a power supply or what?
Oh, I'm just, I'm looking at my options.
Just
I
looking at
got
your
enough I
options?
got enough fun projects, but I also have like, you know, titanium clips and stuff and, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
things you could do all
Yeah.
sorts of fun with.
Yeah, and the small stuff like clips and stuff like that, that stuff's real easy to deal with.
I also have this, like this polished Benchmade clip that they did like a heat anodizing on.
Yep.
So that's kind of cool. Kind of cool.
Absolutely.
But no, this looks pretty, I mean, it looks pretty simple and you can have all sorts of fun with it.
For sure. Yeah.
Especially if you start doing, different patterns and vinyl wrapping and
Yeah, I mean if yeah, you start getting into that and I mean there's I mean, really the list is endless on, different ways that you can have a good time and come up with, all sorts of stuff because the surface finish changes everything so much. And then, once you get into like, if you start doing some stencils or vinyl wrap or, whatever, paint, you can do all kinds of different things.
Mm,
All right. I need to get these parts out of here. These parts don't have holes in them, so I need to dump my water here.
okay.
Okay. So these parts are a pen. And I think for this one, what I want to do is like a two-tone blue color. I think will be kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Or actually, um, like a blue and a silver. I'll
Okay.
show you what I got in mind here after I get this done. Um, I'm just this pen is from the same company that made the spork,
Okay.
and the tie here is not of the greatest the greatest
So you're
quality. It's
saying it
got
might
like,
be a budget tie?
well, I'm just saying that the surface finish on it is not stellar. We'll just say that.
Ah, the surface finish. Okay. So
Yeah, I'm just touching it up a little bit.
just thinking out of the box, like if you get something like that,
Hmm.
is there ways you can, finish that up yourself a little bit so it'll take the anodizing a little better?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
The list is like I said. I mean, you just have to. All I'm doing, I've just got a Scotch Brite pad here
Perfect.
that I'm just going over and looking at the tie just to make sure there's no blemishes or like scratches because that'll show up where you don't
Gotcha.
want it to.
Douglas said throw it in the drill and polish it.
You'll see. We're gonna we're gonna do something cool.
Oh, snap.
Hmm. All right. All right. So I think for this one, I want to do like a darkish blue because we want some contrast here for like a blue and satin look.
Okay. So is that a three-part pen
Yeah.
or a cap and two others kind of a thing?
Yeah, it's that part and this part are the pen, and then that's a cap, and then
Okay.
there's a pocket clip that screws onto the cap. All right. So what I started out here with is 23.5 volts, which gets us into like the blurple, purple, dark bluish kind of color. So we'll just see where that gets us.
And you start right at that 23 and a half. You don't ramp up to it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, for this one, I just went straight there,
Okay.
mainly just because um, this is pretty heavy. All right. I'm going to go up just a little bit more. We'll go to like 24.5.
I like that color though.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Chris Spanks says OCD. I just use water and baking soda and always wanted to try TSP. How much of it do you put in your solution?
Not much. I do like 4 tablespoons of baking soda to one, like it's like a 4-to-1 ratio of TSP to
Gotcha.
baking soda.
Do you turn it up a little bit more?
Yeah, I just went to 25 volts
Okay.
here. Oop,
It's a runner.
you'll have that. Okay.
So you're doing all three same color to start?
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna find us a new member.
Okay.
Rolling the dice. New member on the way. Who gets it?
New member.
Yeah, I just gifted one.
Yo, you just gifted one?
Yeah, let's see who gets
Look
it.
at
It's
you
kind of
go.
fun when you can actually talk yourself. Patina Turner gifted a new membership. Welcome.
Patina Turner. Look at you go.
Got access to some custom emojis.
Nice.
Send Molly your shipping address. She'll send you some cool stuff from the drawer.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Send us an email with your info.
By the way, thank you for restocking the Slickamall.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you get your
I
package?
No, I think that's one of the ones that got held. I gotta
Oh,
pick it up on
really?
Monday. Yeah, because I got
Damn
like
it.
two little ones. I got like a backspacer that I ordered, and then the stuff I thought I was getting from Flightanium wasn't the stuff I thought, and so I think that one's coming on Monday. But the other one was a thumb stud. So
Interesting. Well,
yeah, so the
so
other the other one it was too big to fit in the PO box, so they're like, oh, you got to come to the window, and of course they're not open till Monday. So
yeah, got it. Uh, well, on I put something extra in there for you to check out, something that I thought you might want to take a gander at. But I
oh,
appreciate the
nice, okay.
order. But the thing for Mrs. Zach is not in there because I was needing something from Amazon and it's not going to
Perfect.
be here until Monday.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
So you'll have another package coming.
Okay, I appreciate that. We just had a eggs
Yeah.
and ham jump in,
Oh shit.
and then El Cap Attic is saying that OCD's got some better emojis than I do, so I guess I'll have to go back to the drawing board a little bit.
Huh. Well, you'll
Yeah, I
have
mean,
to.
you gotta admit, you got some pretty cool emojis for channel
Yeah.
members, you know.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
yeah,
mean, that Molly did all that. All right. I'm going to move this out of the way. I feel
okay.
like probably everybody's got an idea of the anodizing at this point anyway.
I'm
People,
excited actually. This is the first time I've like had the input capability. You know what I mean?
uh huh. Yeah, to be
Yeah,
able to
definitely.
like
Yeah,
talk.
Big Red, definitely. Yeah, the printer that you got and I got is the one that Justin recommended.
Yes, sir.
Mine's working fantastic, saving
Yeah,
me
my
money, keeping me transient free.
right, right. Yeah, mine's working awesome too. Mine was working overtime. We had a lot of freaking orders.
That's
So,
good.
so if you want to see a hillbilly setup here, we'll do it. with this real
Who doesn't
quick.
want to see a hillbilly setup? Come on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Um,
about.
all right. So what I'm going to do here is, well, I hope I am anyway.
Oh, that's the one you just
Hopefully.
anodized. I like that blue though,
Uh huh.
man. And that was 25.
Yeah.
Nice. So Big Red said his is double feeding labels.
What?
Yeah, he says it double feeds labels. That's got to be something
I
with the
would say
driver setup.
yeah, that's got to be a driver setup thing or a setting or something.
Hmm. I'll go in.
I don't know.
JB. I'll go in. I'll go look at mine when I'm done here, and see if there's a setting to adjust.
Yeah, I've not had that happen. I wish I had you here, Zach, because I would have you hold this drill while I do this. But let me switch the rotation of the nation here. Um, Actually, all right. So this is just some standard emery cloth. That's some ceramic emery cloth. So I guess it's not just standard, but either way, it's just emery cloth.
It's just emery cloth,
It's
standard.
just good
Well,
emery cloth.
ceramic.
All right, so I'm gonna go
Chris
ahead. We're gonna.
Crispy Crispy Critter said, "I'm in West Virginia, hillbilly. You can't shock me with anything." Okay, some emery cloth going there. Yeah, G-ball. The aluminum is way different, is what OCD was saying. Justin was saying that anodizing for aluminum is way different, different chemicals and such. Patina says Iowa down and bound just to double tap the drill.
Oop, getting a little wobbly here.
Drill press doesn't move into the kitchen very well, does it?
No, it doesn't. Yeah, yeah. Generally, I would be doing this a different way, but doing this, trying to show it on screen.
So now the intention of using the emery on this is basically to take off the outside,
Yeah,
anodizing a little bit.
you'll see what I'm done here.
Okay. These are some of the secrets to all of our beautiful anodizing that we see.
Now, this is much easier when you have this in a drill press or, yeah, doing this in a different setup than what I'm doing right here, right at the moment. But you get the idea of what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Douglas says, then anodize it orange. Orange and blue, you say?
Blue and turquoise. Or I'm sorry, orange and turquoise.
Hmm. Interesting colors.
Yeah. All right, I'm just rinsing this off really quick. I just want to make sure I don't have any grit from the emery cloth that I'm gonna end up scratching stuff.
Let's see. For anodizing aluminum, can it change it dimensionally, a couple thousandths or so in the oxide? Does that happen with tie?
It no, not nowhere near that much. I mean, yes, eventually, if you if you uh just kept going on. Sorry, I'm looking at my work here trying to get this figured out. But if you kept etching the titanium over and over and over again, I mean, eventually, yes, it would change it dimensionally. But
Mhm.
it is so. I mean, we're talking, you know, crazy minute layers here.
So nothing where
You
your
know, it's not
parts
a
aren't
few
gonna
thousand.
fit or anything.
No, no, no.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
I mean, eventually. I mean, it's just etching into the surface layer of the tie, and we're talking on a very microscopic level.
Okay.
All right. So this thing had this kind of frag pattern in the
Mhm.
tie.
That looks sick. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. So once I get this all cleaned up, I've got like water spots on it and stuff. I need to get the whole thing cleaned up, but it's hard to do that when you got rubber gloves on and shit.
Yeah, so a question that came up was, on the emery cloth, the ceramic emery cloth,
Hmm.
what grit do you usually use?
This stuff here is 120 grit.
120? Okay.
Yeah.
And then what do you clean off the, part with when you're finished?
Just water.
Okay, so that'll get the water spots off and everything.
Oh, when I'm done.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, yeah. So once I clean everything, or once I'm done completely, I'll clean everything with Windex.
Windex.
Yep.
Gotcha. I know that's how you can kinda freshen it up.
Yep.
You get some oils and stuff on it down the road. Nice. You gonna carry that one at work now?
No, this isn't mine.
Oh, it's not yours. Okay.
Nope.
Nice.
Nope. This pen and the spork was sent in by a viewer.
Nice, nice.
Hmm.
Getting that custom work done, and you get a video to support it. Yeah, I really like the way that anodizing is. When you buff it off, it leaves it in the grooves. That's pretty sick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, if I had, you know, a drill that would stay running on its own, this is much easier because then you can use two hands to, get this exactly where you want it.
Right.
Sorry, I'm I'm also trying to do it out away from me, so it's under the camera. So it's a little bit of an ordeal here.
Right. No, I like how you can do that because I mean, overall, you're looking at. Yeah, Jason said just zip tie the trigger.
Okay, I think we're pretty good there. All right. Okay. Now I'm just rinsing this off again, just with water at the moment, just to make sure I don't have any junk on there. But the other thing here is that you also want to make sure, like, if you're going to do this, I was clamping on the threads in the drill chuck,
Hmm.
but you want to make sure that you do that very gingerly.
Right.
So, what do you think here? Should we anodize those, or should we leave it blue and silver?
I mean, I like the blue and silver personally, but I think we should let the chat chime in too because we
So,
had some
what I'm
good
thinking
responses
is
earlier.
the blue and silver would look pretty cool if I brush the pocket clip to match that silver.
Mm.
So,
Yeah,
here's
people
one
say the
thing.
frag pattern looks good. Leave it. Rubber bands work too.
Oh, on the drill trigger? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you did the clip, what does the clip look like?
Yeah, hold on just a moment. Let me grab it.
Sorry.
No worries.
A few people saying leave it, leave it. Yeah, match the clip. Chuck, it's here. Remember the crew? Or member of your OCD fam? High polish on the silver is great.
Yeah, so we just need to here, let me do the clip really quick.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Little Scotch Brite.
Yeah, I'm just hitting this on the emery cloth.
Oh, the emery cloth. Okay,
Yeah. So it'll have the same scratch pattern that the frag pattern has.
gotcha. All we can see is the shadow of your hands moving.
Yeah, well, in order to do this, my arms are uh way out away from me, which, to try and sand on something like that kind of sucks. Actually, this piece I'll probably do off camera because that's going to be kind of a bitch to do this like this. Um, yeah, well, so there's a laser etching on the pocket clip,
Hmm.
and I think I want to just take that off completely. I don't know. What do you guys
Gotcha.
think? The laser etching, I think it would look better if it was gone.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, and it's not like it says anything cool.
Right.
Let's see here.
It's like the
Here's a
model
different
number of the
kind of,
pen or something.
yeah, different kind of emery cloth here, the kind with holes in it, vented cloth, if you will.
Oh, it looks like the sheetrock tape almost.
Yep.
You can roll up and sandpaper or cloth, put it in the drill, makes a mini electric sander for the small parts.
Oh yeah. Oh, trust me, I've got all the stuff. I just don't have it in my kitchen.
Right, right. No, I'm just reading the comments. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I
people.
get it. Yeah.
You could tell there's a bunch of people here who already do this. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm
They're
sure.
like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
there's gosh, who was it? Was it Chris? I think Chris is like, man, this stuff is addicting. He's like, I have to anodize all my and customize all my knives and stuff. I was
Yeah,
like, oh, I can see why. I can see why.
yeah.
Douglas said, "Made in the USA is the only acceptable etching."
Made in the USA is the only acceptable etching, huh? I got it. Uh, I was looking for. I thought I had. If I can find it. I don't know if I have it in here. Is the problem? I thought I did.
And D Metal was saying, remove the etching and then re-etch it. OCD for EDC.
Remove etching and then re-etch it.
See, I would love to take I
Oh,
would love to take this side click pin and take this apart and maybe hit the clip and the button in the
yeah,
end.
right.
It's got that micro milling on it. Doesn't even show up on camera, I think, but
Damn it, son.
be
I
sweet to
thought
do
I
the
had.
parts on that one. Chris says his Evo 3 has a pink backspacer. Nice.
I thought I had a damn Dremel bit up here that a lot of that stuff is down in my shop, but I thought I had like one of those little flap wheel deals up here,
Oh yeah. Doesn't
but
Molly have that in her fingernail polishing kit over there?
yeah, yeah,
Just
she get
kidding.
pissed. Well,
Just
yeah,
kidding. Not.
I don't think the fingernail tools are made for titanium use. You never know though.
You just watch it go like
Yeah,
grind down a little bit.
yeah, to nothing,
Yeah.
and then just going. Dude, I
It takes off like
swore I
half
had
half
one.
the first letter.
Yeah. Well, I have all that kind of stuff down in my shop, but I swore I had one up here, and I just am not seeing it at the moment. We've got several other things. Damn it, son.
What's up,
Ooh,
Moose? How are you?
ooh, ooh. I found it.
Uh-oh.
Found it. What is Oh, it's 120 grit as well. Look at that.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Oh shit. So I actually found a couple of things. So here's the 120 grit flap wheel for the Dremel tool. So it's like a 1 inch diameter, like stacked up sandpaper.
Mm-hmm.
But um here I could have anodized this titanium right here.
Ooh.
This is hardware that came out of my leg.
Oh, dang, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, check out these screws. That's some of the most impressive machining ever. So this was in my right lower leg, holding my tibia together, and this goes around the knee. And these screws were coming up through my the bottom side of my knee joint, which is the tibia plateau. They're
Okay.
also hollow, but look at the teeth on these screws.
Wow.
All titanium, and then the heads of the screws are machined so they actually thread into the holes of the plate.
Jeez.
So like this thing here, so the screws actually thread into that plate. So they're you know, so they thread into your bone and then thread into the plate.
My goodness.
Isn't that wild?
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. So just to give you an idea, that was just one of the plates that was in my right leg.
Wow. What'd they replace it with?
Cadaver bone, or well, they took it out once I didn't need it anymore because this long screw right here started poking through the inside of my leg, my skin.
Oh, jeez.
Once all the swelling went down, it was sticking all the way through the bone.
Mm.
Yeah, pretty gnarly. Okay, so I
Chris
grabbed a
Crispy
couple of
Critter
things
said he
here.
used to sterilize those.
Used to sterilize these parts and pieces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dude, when they gave this to me to come home, I told my doctor I wanted the hardware. I didn't realize that the screws were hollow. And you can see only these big long ones are hollow. These down here are not hollow. They have just like a regular chisel point.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but these, there was like some blood in the bottom of the bag.
Gross.
That they just put this plate with all the screws just in the bottom of the bag.
They don't even rinse it
And
out. They're just like, here you go.
yeah, not really. And dude, these screws were all full of bone marrow.
Dang.
And I blew them out. It was like a worm
Oh, gross.
of yeah, dude,
That's
it was
nasty.
gnarly. It was gnarly. A little FYI, Harbor Freight sells these little suction cup tabletop vices. They're like $10 and they're amazing.
Oh, nice.
So for doing knife stuff, you can
In the
just
kitchen?
suction cup it down wherever you do
Yeah,
your knife stuff,
I like that. Mhm.
just letting you know. And they're rubber jawed.
Oh, that's even
So
better. You don't have
you
to
see what
worry
I'm
about
saying?
marring up your parts or anything.
Yeah.
Just don't squish them too hard. Yeah, I'm excited,
So
man. Chris is like, "Hey, Zach, I hope you get one of the power supplies. You'll have fun." I was like, "Man, I'm excited to try it out."
everybody, don't tell my wife I was doing this in the house.
The Dremel.
I might need to yeah, that thing, that Dremel bit sucks.
Mhm. Mr. McKenzie said that Vice was worth staying up to watch this video alone.
Yeah, Harbor Freight, they're like $10.
That's cool,
And
man. I gotta get one of those. That's seriously handy because, I mean, you know,
well, and here,
everybody gets
look.
bored and
So
nobody wants to, sit out there on the workbench to the one that's bolted down.
right, well, and this thing, one, like I said, comes with the rubber jaws and they slide off the rubbers.
Mhm.
Okay, but check
Eggs
this out.
Eggs said, "Oops, already told her for the drama."
I don't know if you can see. There's this collar, or here, let me loosen
Yeah,
it up first. It's like a ball joint, and then you can just tighten this up in any position.
nice.
So you can mount this any way you want.
Swivel it. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, it'll rotate and whatever. Um, but yeah, they're like $10, and it's Harbor Freight, so they're kind of chintzy, but they're like $10. So after a while, you just wear them out and just buy another one.
Yeah, I like that.
So eggs is just straight blowing me out, huh?
Yeah, and then
Hmm.
Big Red said, "What are we supposed to do with our rubbers?"
With the rubbers, you grab them and twist them like this, and then you can bend it 90 degrees. Speaking of Big Red, he's probably about to go live, isn't he? I don't even know what
No,
time
no,
it
he
is.
went this morning. Or not
Oh,
this
he
morning,
did.
but, he did the 2 o'clock early because of,
Oh shit.
first, Saturday of the month.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, it shows you how much I was paying attention.
He,
All
Egg
right.
said
Well, good.
actually Egg said he actually didn't tell her. He said, "She's," he said, "too busy with his animal fries at the moment."
Asshole.
Yeah, no, SKO was
Yeah.
good today. It was good. It was an early one. Saw some fun stuff. He has a giveaway going too for the entire lineup of Rosecraft blades so far.
The entire Rosecraft lineup, huh?
Yeah, so that's a like winner take all deal. So it's
Holy
pretty good.
shit.
So if you
Winner
haven't,
takes the whole lineup, huh?
check out Big Red EDC. He's got his Christmas giveaway on there,
Yeah.
or Rosecraft giveaway, I should say, not the Christmas one.
So winner takes the whole shooting match.
Yeah,
That's
that's pretty
that's
cool.
that's a deal, boy.
Hmm.
Hell yeah.
Moose said it looks like the Grinch is doing Anno.
I was looking to see.
Switch out some knives, man. Give it a little, give it a little twist. Give it a little twist.
A little twist.
Yeah, instead of just them staring at all the knives I have, I'm switch it up a little.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Somebody
So
said, "Can
so
you
what do you
show
think
any
about
fixed
the
blades?" I can show some fixed blades. Heck yeah. Um,
yeah.
History background on Rosecraft. I think Big Red could probably tell us about it. But as far as I know, like Andy, who used to be from SMKW, he I think started that company and has some good designers on board and kind of going from there. Have an altitude? No, the altitude's in the other room, but I do have this one, the anonymous fixed blade, and I have some meat crafters here. Sent a couple hunt knives out hunting, but this one's pretty cool. It's legit.
The meat crafter. I screwed up on that one. I absolutely should have
Why?
got one of those.
I thought you got the one of the orange ones.
I didn't. I know. No.
Oh, no way.
But I'm super pissed at myself because I should have bought one of the OG ones with the white
Mm-hmm.
and carbon fiber because
Right.
that
Yeah,
one
yeah,
was
yeah.
absolutely incredible.
Those are nice, bro.
And in the beginning, like they sold out like the first run and then they redid them, and I just didn't know that they were gonna stop it. Like I just thought that's the ones they were gonna be,
Right, right.
and so then I kept like waiting for that one to come back, and it's just not happening.
Yeah. I will say though, this one right here, I mean, with the kind of Santoprene rubber handle, this
Yeah.
orange one, this is where it's at, man. 150 or CPM 154.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of the budget line one, but man, the 14-degree select edge, you can just use this all day long. So,
Right.
uh, Laura's here. What's up, Laura? She said, "Are there no other ladies in here besides myself tonight?" Molly's on
Yeah.
vacation.
Yeah,
So,
Laura. I mean, Molly's on vacation, so I had to tell the ladies to just keep it down in the other room. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
all the ladies are here, but just, keep that on the DL.
Chris said he identifies as a lady for Laura, so you
Oh,
know,
perfect.
keeping it real.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, what else do you need?
Right. Showing off some more fixed blades while you got that going.
Yeah, well, I was trying to come up with a better way to do this actually in the house, but that's proving more difficult than I was expecting. Um, we'll
Big
try
Red
this
just
just to
Big
see.
Red just posted up all the info for Rosecraft blades for you guys. Thanks, Big
There
Red.
you go. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have the info there.
So Ground Fog says, "I'm getting a Vice. Does the vacuum mount work pretty well?"
It does.
Okay.
It does. It works better than one would think, actually. I
Okay.
mean, you got to
Nice.
have it. You don't have to like clean it every time,
Mm-hmm.
but it can't be like really dusty and dirty,
Gotcha.
So it's got to be relatively clean.
Okay.
But I mean, you can just like wipe it off with your hand or whatever. But yeah, it works really well. Ooh, I
Good.
think that'll do it. All right, let's see if this will work out better than the flap wheel. That flap wheel, not
I gotta show
ideal.
you this real quick since they were
What do you
requesting
got?
some fixed blades.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit!
Fixed blade
That thing's
Griptilian.
yeah, yeah. How
So
old is that? S30 or 154?
no, it's 154 CM.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
one of the OG. It's funny because it's got the hard plastic and then it's got like
Mm-hmm.
soft rubber grip in the middle. So it's like perfect
That's
for a
cool.
fixed blade. Ramp built in.
Yeah. All right. Sweet. So that worked. So now I can get.
Got that all taken off, and then you kind of scrub it
Yeah.
up.
Yep. Yep. That worked way better than the flap wheel worked.
And G-Ball's like, I'm getting one of them Dremel drill presses for Christmas.
A
Has a
Dremel
fixed
drill press?
fixed blade infidel. I do it. It's in the other room though. And then uh, Demonox says he uses them all the time in the tattoo industry. The small vacuum vices.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Somebody,
Nice.
who was it? Somebody said they were getting one tomorrow. Um, G-Ball said, yeah, $10, count me in. Pretty Fly for Night Guy says, yeah, I'll probably be picking one of those devices up tomorrow. Chris said he has too many vices, in quotes.
Nice. Yeah, yeah. Pun intended. Uh, yeah. No, they're the little vice. It's like the best thing that Harbor Freight has, in my opinion.
Hmm.
Like I've looked at other brands because, like, after I bought the first one from Harbor Freight, I was like, oh, somebody's got to make a good one of these. And honestly, I haven't found one. Like, there's other ones that suction cup down, but they don't have the ball joint, or they don't come with the rubber jaws, or
Mm,
there's always something about it that isn't the same. And so I just keep buying the junk $10 ones when they wear out. So
nice.
yeah, one of those things. Yeah. So
Down it up.
yes, sir.
Tori
So
says he
what else is
started
good? And
sharpening tonight.
like for
I think he was
just
talking about
started,
earlier on SKL, he was going to start doing his kitchen knives.
but like he's just doing them this time around, like, or he just like literally first time ever sharpening a knife tonight.
I don't know if it's first time. I think he already has the stuff. He's just,
Oh, okay.
time of year to sharpen all the kitchen knives up. So he was going to go hit
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Nice. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Get the carving knives all ready for the big holiday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, do we have anybody else going live?
I don't think the rest of the evening, no. It'll be tomorrow morning.
How many people do we have in here? I don't even know.
We got about 57 right now.
Holy cow! You guys are gluttons for punishment.
So Oregon Knife Guy's
Yeah,
here.
I'm gonna have
He's
to.
asking me if I grabbed the Etsy
Sweet.
Micarta scales yet for the tagged out. But I couldn't decide on the different. There was a couple different styles, and I was like, I saw a carbon fiber one. Oh, Backpack B is on.
Oh,
He's doing a live. Sorry, they were just
right on.
correcting me in the chat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like Backpack B. Seems like a good dude. I don't really know him,
Yeah,
but
he does. It's fun. Like he does a lot of mods and stuff too, especially on his late night ones.
yeah,
And it's kind of cool because he has a couple different cameras, and he'll mount one up and just start working away on a knife, and it's kind of cool, kind of like this,
nice.
just to learn everything. You know what I mean? Go through
Yeah,
it. Like,
yeah.
oh
I haven't
yeah,
been on
okay.
any of his videos where he's doing that, but that's cool.
I really enjoyed, because I'm not a graphic designer by any means, and he
Yeah.
did one night where he was working on stuff for your buddy, I think, for Kyle, and that was kinda cool to see.
Did you just say for my buddy?
Well, Molly's, sorry.
Kyle. Oh, Kunal?
Yeah,
Nice.
but he was I mean, just the work, I mean, anybody that does, designing of any sorta stuff like that is, like it's just amazing to see how their brain works and how quick they can, change some stuff up, and you go from a style that's like, oh, okay, and it's like, yeah, but I like this, and change a few things and copy and move it over and twist it around, and change the fonts and reorder some of the text, and all of a sudden it's like, holy cow, and it's like, that's pretty
Yeah.
sweet. Oh, nice, he's working on several for Tori right now. That's cool.
Who's Tori?
Tori Casey in the chat, he's working on several designs for him right now, so that's kind of cool. Or maybe it's
Oh,
Mod.
nice. That's cool.
And then Groundfog says, "Have you ever seen the channel? It's called the Last Best Tool Channel." He said it's highly recommended.
The last best tool channel?
Hmm.
I don't think I've seen that one.
No, I haven't seen it either. I'll have to look at it. I mean, who doesn't like tools, right?
Right, absolutely. Yep. Hmm.
Pretty Fly for Knife Guy says, "Yep," and Fireball too. Yeah, D metal. These scales did add a little bit of weight. I think the scales themselves are about an ounce, and so they added a little bit of weight. Of course, the other scales weren't as heavy, but I think that's why there's so much milling to them on the outside, especially just to reduce the weight. But overall, I mean, it feels really good. So this is the version 2 in the lightweight. And so going from a lightweight, and this kind of puts it in the same realm weight wise as like the G10 version. So feels good in the hand, nice and solid. The aluminum, obviously, very textured. These are the expanded aluminum, but and I got the backspacer. That's one of the things that came in the mail. I got a kind of geared backspacer, the same material. They came out with it afterwards, and I'm like, oh, I got to get one of those to match. Come on now.
So here's the pen.
Ooh,
I need to
nice.
clean it all up and
I
whatnot,
like that.
but
I like that.
pocket clip and pen. Uh, yeah, so I need to go through and get it all cleaned up. And there's still water. I'm gonna have to blow it out inside and all
Yeah.
that good stuff. But yeah, kind of cool. And here is the spork.
Well, there's a question from Mark Herrera. He said that icon locking flex head ratchet and bit set, is that still working out
Yes.
for you?
Oh yeah, yeah. That thing's sweet. I actually
Nice.
I use that quite a bit actually.
Okay.
Um, yeah, that's another great thing from Harbor Freight too. I'll grab it real quick
That I like the
because
spork, man. That turned out good.
yeah, yeah, the spork turned out all right.
So do you think they're using vinyl for something like this then too on this Lynch pry bar?
Um, potentially, yeah. Oh, probably yes. Yep,
Okay.
yep. They're just doing vinyl and then pull it off.
Nice.
And then,
Would you dip
yeah,
those to get a transition on that?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So like you can dip it one color and then flip the part over and dip another color.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the list is
Just
kind of endless.
asking for a friend. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Here's the little icon set with the little flex head ratchet and all the bits.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
pretty sweet. It's an awesome little kit, and it comes with down to T6. Goes T6 to T40,
It's a good range.
and yeah.
Eggs
Plus, you
Eggs is
got
wondering if you can, give it a nice blowjob there, blowing out all that
give.
water.
Oh, the pen.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna wait till I've got my compressor and stuff. But yeah, Ooh, you know what? Here, I forgot about the knife scales.
Oh, yeah.
I got all worked up on other things. Okay. So this was the first one we did, but wait till this dries. Watch this. Once this dries, you can see how much lighter it'll get.
Oh, yeah. Already, yeah.
There you go, eggs. There was your blowjob. I don't
We
know if you guys could hear that or not.
did a little bit, we did a little bit.
Okay. All right. So grab that. That. Where's my tool?
Yeah, I'd love to get, like, that backspacer I have for these expanded scales and, like,
Yeah.
anodize it, but that's obviously the aluminum one, so it's a lot different, but
Is the backspacer aluminum?
yeah, it's the same material.
Yeah. So there you go. There's the green with the carbon fiber inlay.
Nice. That looks good.
Yeah. Yepers. You can see how dark it is when it's still wet.
Mhm.
Yeah. So there you go. So what else is good? Anything?
I'm trying to think. We're gonna have a fun Benchmade themed live stream tomorrow on my channel at noon Pacific.
Okay.
We're gonna talk
Nice.
about the wish list, maybe show off a couple exclusive things that Benchmade came out with,
Okay.
factory only kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, for your next trip or anyone who's in the area,
Right on.
swinging on through.
Yep.
I'm excited for Shot Show though.
Yeah.
I do have to say, Shot Show is going to be pretty fun.
Definitely. I'm excited for it as well. Um, it's going to be good times for sure. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to expect. It'll be my first time ever being there, but I'm really looking forward to it. Definitely.
Sensory overlord.
Overlord.
Oh, overload. Sorry, I was just saying bye to Lord. He was taking off, so I was like, "Take care, Lord," and then I'm like, "Overlord, overload." Yeah. Yeah,
Later
there's a
on,
lot.
Lord.
There's a lot
Have a good
there.
one.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of
definitely.
places, I mean, eggs can tell you too. There's, just thousands and thousands of vendors there showing off their new stuff for the year. And yeah, Jason Lee says, "Wear your best shoes.
Oh yeah.
Bring your knee brace."
Yeah. Yeah. You'll have that.
Cinnamon rolls, in and out, and lots of coffee. That's what I'm
Sweet.
talking about.
I'm down with the clown.
Watch. They won't send me any coupons while we're there. D metal, no. I have a little bit of inside info about that. And I know that they're trying to kick off some stuff. We just haven't been given anything official on what you can buy there. The problem you run into with that is if you sell stuff there, you got to pay the taxes, not only for the city but the state. And so the shot show is solely just a show and tell kind of thing.
Damn
Um,
government always getting in the way.
and they're trying to get the what do you want to say, kind of like a means to do it, and kind of getting some people on board with it, but I don't know if they're pushing through with that this year or not. They haven't confirmed that. So it was on their wish list to do, but there has to be really, how that goes. They always warn all the vendors that are showing that the Department of Revenue for the state, hangs out, watches, just to make sure there's no transactions going on. So yeah, yeah, Joe. There's some things that happen, but we can't really talk about it on camera. um, Big Red said he finally got his shot show confirmation. Finally, that's good. That's
Oh,
good.
nice. Right on.
Yeah.
Can I well, first off, does this mean that Big Red is attending Shot Show?
I don't know. This is the first I heard he got his confirmation, so that's cool. But I know he
Yeah.
said it's busy time work wise, so that was what he's trying to get scheduled. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Can I show you two of the knives that I've been kind of crushing on lately?
Okay.
So one of them I picked up out at Blade West, so you've already seen it, and I've already showed it off I think once, but I've been carrying it quite a bit, and so I've been digging on it, and it's this guy right here, the
Oh, okay.
the Liang Ma KUF 4.0. Thing's a beast.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
super good,
awesome.
and of course got some slick 'em all in there, and it just churched this thing up. It is a beauty. And I've been thinking about chucking up this scale in my CNC mill and like doing some pattern in there.
Okay.
I don't know yet what I'll put in there, but maybe it'll just be like Samuel L. Jackson Pulp Fiction kind of deal. This is my bad motherfucker, you know.
Hey, you know what I'm
So
saying? That's how you do it.
it's the one that says bad motherfucker on it.
Mhm.
And then the other knife, this is a knife that I had a long time ago and I sold it. And I ended up picking up another one for some testing for, yeah, I'll just for some testing.
Test
And, but I've
testing,
been
testing.
carrying it and I've been kind of digging on it. And it's this little guy. Oop. And then I screw up the flip.
There you go.
Yeah. And
Very
I'm really digging this thing.
angular
Do you know,
curve.
do you know this model, Zach?
No, huh?
This is the Spyderco Watu.
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 Yeah, it's a classic. It's part of their like ethnic series, and it's a classic African knife design. Over in
Okay.
Africa, they're fixed blades, and they actually have this kind of shape because they lash these things to like a stick,
Ah,
and so it swells up at the back, so you can lash it around the middle. And
perfect.
yeah, but look at how thin the blade stock is on this guy.
Wow.
I'm digging on this thing. It's
Mhm.
20 CV
Jeez. So is
carbon
that one
fiber.
of the newer models?
No, this model came out a few years ago, and like I said, I had it originally
Mhm.
as part of the collector club and sold it. But then I got it
Ah,
back in. Had a few people tell me they were going to send me one so I could do some testing, and and yeah, just
hard to let go.
yeah, nobody sent one in. Speaking of that, I got something to open actually.
Ooh,
Might as well do that.
yeah. We're talking about, pocket checks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Douglas reminding us about, what people are carrying. So if you guys wanna
So
throw them in the comments, get a
I
little
uh,
pocket check going.
I got this package here all the way from Cherry Valley, Arkansas,
Mm,
and well, this was sitting here, so I'm just going to use this to open it.
nice, nice.
Can't
Oh,
go wrong with
yeah.
the aileron. It's a good one,
Nah, you got a two-hand open it though, bro.
right?
Tactical
Yes, sir.
deployment.
Tactical deployment. All right, let's see what's in this box here. Uh, okay. Oh, interesting. I wasn't expecting all this. I thought he was just sending the knife in for some testing, but
Take care, D-metal.
sent a sent a knife pouch,
Oh,
a knife
nice.
joy pouch.
Oh, a
Oh,
little
you know
sticker.
what? I'm wondering if.
Big
Oh,
Jimpins here.
this is not what I expected at all.
Okay.
Who sent me this?
I don't know.
This is
Maybe it
not at
was
all what I expected.
if it's a Benchmade, it probably has to go to Oregon.
It is not a bench made, but I'm gonna have to hit these people up because I don't know who sent this. I expected a completely different knife.
Oh, okay. From those same
But
people?
well, I didn't know where it was coming from. Molly told me about it,
Okay.
and I was expecting a completely different model, and this happens to be a Capara.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Gotta like the Capara.
Oh yeah, the Capara is a great knife. Oh, and this one's beautiful. Centering is spot
Mm,
on. Action is beautiful right out the box.
I like the Capara.
Um, Apparently, this thing came straight from Knife Joy
Okay.
because it came with a Knife Joy sticker. I'm gonna have to do some looking into this, and it came with a Knife Joy padded case. It actually says Knife Joy
Nice.
on
Is
the
it
case here.
like screened or stitched in there?
Well, let's just open it.
I only ask because to me, like the stitched pouches, I love those. Okay, that's like
This one's like
embossed then.
branded. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I can go with that one too. I like that.
Oh, and it's nice fuzzies inside.
Mhm.
That's a nice little clam for the capara there.
Mhm.
Little capara clam.
El Cap Addict says the Capara is the 940 killer.
The 940 killer, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still like
I mean, the
Spyderco's
capara
growing on me.
is
But I will say
it
I've had
is
a Capara for
pretty
several
good.
years. Somebody early on, El Cap Addict said the same thing, like, "Hey, I know you're a 940 guy, but if you want to get into some Spydercos, the Capara is going to be up your alley." And I tell you, yeah, spot on. I like the Capara.
Did you get the capara from me?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, because
I
it doesn't
remember.
have your number on it.
Okay. All right.
But I got a different backspacer for it, a bright red one,
Uh huh. Uh huh.
because the original intention was to have the bright red one, but I guess Spyderco didn't like that, so they went dark.
Yeah.
And so the designer sells like all different colors. You can get blue and green and
Yeah.
purple and
Alistair
whatever.
Phillips,
Hmm.
the the Aussie from down under.
Oh yeah, look at that,
There you go.
943.
There's, yeah. I mean,
Another one,
out
another
of
one for tomorrow's live stream.
the 940 series, I mean, this is obviously the best one. But I mean, I don't know. Out of these two, for me, I think I would have to go Kapara. Like I like the Kapara better.
Hmm.
And the funny part about it is, um, I like the Axis lock better
Gotcha.
than the compression lock, which is funny, right? Because
Right, right,
I make the CME.
right.
um, and this is probably going to be blasphemy to you, but I love a good wire clip, and I know you don't.
I just, here's the thing, they work great, right?
Hmm.
I just
Yeah.
can't get over the feeling, like because you can kind of pinch it together a little bit, like it's a little flexible. To me, you know, but see, I
Well,
like
I
the
mean, it's
replace.
not flexible once it's on.
Yeah, a little bit, little bit. There's some side to
Uh,
side you can get out of it a little bit, but
like,
to me,
yeah,
like I like, for example, like this one had a wire clip,
yeah, the
and
Lynch.
And Casey Lynch, he has the wire clip replacement one, and that one just
Yeah,
works great. It's not too
yeah,
deep, it's not extra deep. It kind of
right.
matches the same, and so for me, I like that. But
So I love a good wire clip, but I also love me some mini deep carries. That's in my opinion, Benchmade should just do themselves a favor and just put those on every single knife they make. Look at the
what about
Benchmades that I
the
have out here.
right? I like the mini deep carry too. It's good. The only negative to that is some of the pants I wear, I should say for work,
Uh-huh.
it's hard to carry some of those knives like that with the mini deep carry.
Yeah,
Just because the way the pocket angles, you know what I mean?
right.
I don't know, it's weird.
I bet that wire clip would work gret on those work pants.
It probably would, it probably would. Because I find myself either carrying like something that has a split arrow or a deep pocket carry
Uh-huh.
clip or something like that. So those wire ones would work good.
Yeah.
You could always switch up your favorite to the mini split arrow.
I don't like the mini split arrow. I like the mini deep carry, and to me, it's just absolutely perfect on that 943.
Now
Like it fits
I
it
will say
beautifully.
this.
Just look
Have
at how
you
good it looks with the blue.
right. No, I got you. I know. I do want to say this though. I'm gonna make sure you get one. But you saw that that Lynch Northwest became a Benchmade dealer?
Oh yeah, well, I you told me that, yeah.
Right. And so he just created a stubby short clip for those Benchmades to compete
Mhm.
with the mini deep carries like that. I kind of dig
Nice.
them. I haven't tried it, but looks wise, I kind of dig them. So him and I were chatting the other day, and he hopes to have them. They're not in production yet, but he hopes to have them live, like production, in January. So
Right on.
I said, "Well, keep me in the loop, man." And he's like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
got you. I know." So I'm gonna test
Yeah,
that
the
out.
Watu's got the deep carry wire clip. I'll tell you, man, the deep carry wire clip, it's hard to beat. It just functionally it works great.
Yeah. No, I can't beat the function of it. To
Yeah.
me, it's a feel and look thing.
Yep.
But El Cap Addicts has his 941 or 940-1 set up the same way with the bug out clip too.
Nice. Yep.
I
I
have my
like the
dash
mini
one
deep
set up
carry.
that way too, right here.
Mhm. Mhm.
I did, the funny part was I had taken a knife into Tom for, for a subscriber, local guy, and you met him at Blade Show West,
Right.
and I took he had a gold class knife, and he didn't wanna send it in the mail, so we kinda did a little meetup. I went and met him at his work and took it over to Tom here, and it was funny, he was working on that one, and he's like, "What do you got? What do you got in your pocket, Zach?" And I'm like, "Oh, I got this Griptilian," and, it's the one I put the slim carbon fiber scales on from Death Grips, and he's looking at the edge, and he's like, "Is this from factory?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "This is pretty rough edge," and I'm like, "Yeah." And he's friends with some of the guys at Benchmade that do sharpening, and so we were
Yeah.
joking around about that. And he's like, Do you want a good edge on there?" He's like, let me see that real quick." So he of
Nice.
course got it all dialed in. Now it's like laser sharp. So
Oh yeah.
take care, William.
Yeah, that's cool.
William Linderman.
William Linderman in the house?
Yeah, he's fading fast. He said.
Fading fast. Yeah, got it. I'm kind of
Mm-hmm.
fading fast as well, and now I got all this crap strung out
You got to
all over
clean
the
it up.
place. I'm gonna have to clean it up. Yeah,
Good thing she's not coming back tonight.
not tonight.
She'd be
Tomorrow
like,
night.
"What in the hell?"
Yeah, yeah. I should just
So
leave it like this.
yeah, yeah, right. So is she gonna be? Well, I shouldn't say she. Are you gonna be doing your normal live stream tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, cool, cool. Salt
Yep. It'll be
knives,
good.
salt knives, just jumping in. We're doing some anodizing,
Nice.
man. Or I should say, Justin was doing some anodizing.
Yep.
OCD.
Done. Did some anodizing.
Yeah,
We're kind of over now, but I suppose I could move some crap out of the way and actually.
yeah. Put some of that stuff up there, man. Show that
Yeah.
pin, and I like the work you did on that pin. It was pretty quick, even to blaze off some of the ridges, so that frag pattern comes out, and I like the way that vinyl kind of works for that. I'm excited to try it out. I'm gonna have to order me up a set when I get paid and get all that stuff dialed in. That'll be fun.
Trying to.
Ooh, Big Jimpin said he's playing with his shootout with the glass breaker delete. It's so much better now.
Nice.
Heck yeah. I can
There you go.
confirm that,
There's some parts and pieces.
yeah, I can confirm that some of those GBDs made it to some people from Benchmade. They're trying it
Yeah,
out. They like it. On their
they like
personal
it.
knives, of course.
Right, right.
Wink, wink.
Yep.
Oh, that stuff looks good, man. I like the carbon fiber inlay on that. Looks pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that turned out good. Yeah, the glass breaker delete, I was pretty proud of that thing. It took me a
I sh-
while
oh
to
oh yeah.
design that little bastard.
I showed it to Tom because Tom, Mr. Vef Serration, right? He put
Yeah,
Vef Serrations on his shootout.
which you were telling me that, and it's
Oh,
got to just be vicious,
it is
dude.
sick. It is
Every
sick.
time I look at the Vef serrations, all I can think about is just like that tearing through skin. They're
Shark
just
teeth.
vicious. Yeah, dude.
Hmm.
They're just vicious.
And I will say, he liked the Glassbreaker Delete, and
Uh-huh.
he goes, "That's really smooth, like the transition and everything." I'm like, "Oh," I'm like, "Justin worked a long time on that just to get it dialed in. And it's good."
Yeah, dude, it was not easy. I mean, it doesn't look like it's that big of an ordeal,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
that arc is not just a consistent arc. Um, the geometry changes on it consistently throughout. It's a like an exponentially tighter curve as it goes around.
Yeah.
Um, and man, dude, it was uh it was a lot of trial and error.
I remember you showed me some of the pieces you were working on and trying to change things, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah, yeah. And doing 3D modeling, for those that don't know, it's that's not my wheelhouse. Like that's not where, I don't do that for a living like some people do.
Yeah. So Big Jimpin says he loves his Microtex and Guardian Tacticals, but the shootout is now my go-to for use and carry. And then Salt Knife says, "Oh my, it's looking good. I'm gonna have to rewatch this because he wants to anodize his spork." Yeah.
Oh, right on. Yeah, I did a little on the spork here. I did a little star on the spoon
Hmm.
side and the fork side. So yeah, I'm gonna
Now,
have to clean these all up. But
using
yeah,
Windex. All right, all
yep,
right.
using Windex. That's right.
And I
Yeah, I need
also
to
go
get
ahead, sorry.
gloves on and stuff, and
Yeah.
it's a whole thing. But
CK asked if you have patents on your stuff.
like the glass breaker delete and
Mhm.
that kind of
CME and
stuff,
stuff. Yeah.
I do not.
There you go.
And honestly, the reason that I don't, I mean, I've had a bunch of people ask. It's really expensive to get patents. I mean, I could file utility patents, but it's kind of pointless for what I'm doing. Just because the cost of it is so significant that the market just isn't that big.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, I'll be totally honest with you. Like, I find it flattering that my designs have been knocked off like 3 or 4 times already.
Yeah.
I've had multiple people pop up on Etsy with just straight. I even had one guy that even linked my website to his Etsy page.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
which was
wow.
really funny to me. Um,
Salt Knives was asking if you're gonna be making some machining videos.
I mean, yes, my intention is to do that for sure. I actually started a second channel called OCD for CNC,
Okay.
but I just have not had time to deal with it. Um, I will show you how many people we got in here.
It was like 40. Yeah, about 40.
About 40.
Knives
So
101's here. What's up, Knives 101?
just as a little sneak peek, a little
Ooh,
yeah,
sneak peek.
a little shh, don't tell anyone. So you guys
Good
know
stuff.
that I make CMEs, right? You guys all
Mhm.
probably already know this.
Mhm.
Um, like here is stuff that I have just sitting here. Here's my wife's S90V pair of 3 lightweight with the black and white CME on it.
Yep, yep.
Um, so here is a
Mm.
CME for a shaman, which is a different shape, it's a
Mm.
different size, and then it's got a big cutout on the backside for the nubbins that stick up like this shaman right here. But hey, look at that, orange and turquoise.
Mm. Nice.
But
Nice. Going right
anyway,
on there.
this one is actually 3D printed
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
instead of being machined like I make all of them.
Mhm.
So historically, the way that I make all of the CMEs is I actually machine them out of solid blocks of whatever material. Um, I can actually show you because I was just machining some earlier today, and
Nice.
I have a spoil board in here because I was doing some measuring and stuff. But like, here's some blue G10, here's some OD
Mm.
green, and so these were all standards, and these are shaman
I
pieces,
like
and
the
these are
blue,
all
yeah.
micarta.
Ooh, Micarta ones. Nice.
Uh-huh. But so you can
Okay.
see that these all get machined out of, actual blocks of material. And
Mhm.
so, there's a lot of time that goes into doing all of that.
Right, right.
And because once that part is done, this particular step, that's just one step, you know?
Mhm.
And there's several more steps that have to happen from this part here or this point. Um, and so being able to offer them as a 3D printed option, I'm looking into. I guess you guys in the chat let me know if you're interested, because it could bring some real interesting color options, as well as potentially make them cheaper to
Nice.
purchase.
Now, I will say
So
this, with those 3D printed ones, do those glue on the same way?
yeah, they do. Yep.
Same fashion? Okay, okay.
Hmm.
Nice.
Same, but different.
Nice.
Do you
Yeah,
know
the
what
glow in the
movie
dark
that's
ones are
from?
nice too. Knives 101 said he personally likes the glow in the dark carbon fiber CMEs.
Yeah, dude, I just shipped out a whole bunch of glow in the dark carbon fiber ones today.
Those are nice.
Somebody ordered. Yeah, I had one guy that ordered. I think it was one guy ordered three packs of glow in the dark carbon fiber ones.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, so he got 9 glow in the dark carbon fiber standard CMEs for his Spyderco fair, if you will.
Nice. Salt Knife said that Salt Knife says likes it. Need a pink one for my little native.
A pink one, right on. So what's
Nice.
funny to me is that it to each their own, right? Like, everybody's got their own style and stuff. For me,
Mhm.
I like to contrast the colors, like this one here on this teal, to do
Yeah.
something, black and white. Um, and I mean, this is one of my knife or Molly's knives, so we just like test stuff on it and whatnot. But I generally like to contrast the colors. But tons of people want to match the colors perfectly.
Mhm.
So if it's orange, they want an orange one. If it's pink, they want a pink one. They want to match the scales,
Yeah.
which is cool. I
That's
mean,
cool. I mean, it
just to each
blends
their
in,
own.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
But I could see even on like that orange and black, was that a shaman that you had?
Yeah.
Doing that one up with like a black one or a glow in the dark one or something.
Yeah.
Kind
Yep.
of sick.
Yeah. This is the Cutlery Shop exclusive Shaman. This
I'm
is.
bummed I missed out because I didn't get one in hand until recent. But I'm bummed I missed
Uh,
out on the pair of three one, the black and orange, the lightweight.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
Edgy Americans here
Uh oh. What's
talking
he up
about the
to?
lack of estrogen is so peaceful tonight.
Oh shit. That's funny. So yeah. Well, should we end this thing off? It's getting late.
Yeah, we should wrap it up. I think we've been doing some fun things. I know it definitely got me interested in kind of researching this and planning out to buy a little power supply and
Do a
you
little
know,
little
well,
messing around.
I mean, just literally like taking this pen apart and doing like the pocket clip, the little side
Yeah.
button, and then the push down
Yeah.
little button. That would be sweet looking.
Absolutely.
So there's plenty of stuff laying around that it's like, ooh, that's titanium. That's
Yep.
titanium too.
Yeah. Well, you'll have to tell the OGB that I'm sorry,
Yeah.
creating a monster.
Yeah, it'll be, kitchen use. We'll see.
Honestly, it's not that big a deal, really. I
No.
just so the steps that you didn't see me do on camera. Um, I've got these like small Tupperware dishes, and I use simple green to clean all the parts before doing anything. That's step
Okay.
one.
Degreasing.
And yeah, just degrease the parts, and then there's lots of different ways to etch the parts, but one of the easiest ways is just to do like a chemical etching. Uh, and I can walk you through that process, but I've got several videos on it too. Like, if you go and check
Hmm.
out that
Yeah, I'm gonna
those
go watch that
anodizing
video for
videos.
sure. Hmm.
Yeah. I've got links in there for all the stuff. I show everything, every piece that I use throughout the whole process. And
People are gonna see my channel in like January. They're gonna be like, "What happened to your knives?" If it's titanium,
everything's
by
got
golly,
color.
it's got color now.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and it's just it's fun, it's interesting, and then, if you can do, like you saw on this spork deal, if you can do some cut vinyl, and
Mhm.
but I mean, you can also do like one of the popular things to do is to take like nail polish and just flick it on the part,
Hmm.
and so it just makes like a splatter pattern, and then anodize one color, then take all the nail polish off that's splattered on there, and then do another color.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So you get like this random speckle, but you can also do just like that Lynch pry bar you've got, where it's like a very specific design.
Mhm.
But like
Yeah, no, that's
you could
cool.
take you could take a Benchmade sticker that's like has Benchmade in script or the butterfly, and
Mhm.
you know what I mean?
Mm. Mm. Dang it.
I I haven't done any
Projects.
anodizing videos for a while, but go check out my knife mods playlist. I've got a few
Mhm.
on there where I'm doing like some logos on knives, doing logos on blades as well as on handles. Um, and like yeah, it's just different stuff, like I've got some tools that I guess a lot of people probably don't have, but um, like the star stickers, Molly made those.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, there's just the possibilities are endless, really.
No, I like that, man. Well, I
You
really
know?
appreciate you showing me that, and I know everybody else too, but
Yeah. Yeah, it's
options
cool.
are open.
For sure.
Well, cool. Well, I'm gonna
Yep.
be live tomorrow at noon and gonna be Benchmade theme. So if you're available and have some Benchmade ideas like your 943, and I'm sure you got a couple others, then jump in, man.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I definitely want your opinion. There's gonna be a couple like exclusive things that Benchmade's come out with, and I want your opinion on them. So
Okay. All right.
definitely
Yeah,
jump
I will
in because
definitely. Yeah, I'll be there for sure.
yeah,
So,
nice.
are you gonna be dropping some tea on
Some which ones?
so well, you said it's all gonna be about Benchmade stuff. Is there like are we gonna learn any new stuff about Benchmade tomorrow on the live?
A little bit, a little bit.
A little bit? Nice,
Yeah, a
nice.
little bit, a little bit. I'm
There you
trying to get
go.
I'm trying to get some confirmation on Shot Show exclusive and
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
how public that can be, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Nice.
break any contracts,
Right.
but it's getting close to Shot Show.
Yeah.
I mean, I should at least be able to tell people before the dealers tell them.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean,
since
that
the
only seems
dealers
fair.
since the dealers been leaking that stuff forever.
Right, right.
let's
And
let's give it to the fans first.
that's what I'm saying. And I mean, none of those dealers. I mean, I think shouldn't it go like within proximity of Benchmade. So like those who live closest get to tell it spill the tea first.
I would hope so. I'll go stand at the front door, you know,
Right.
do the
So like
video
they
live
just
from their patio.
right they yell it out the front door or whatever, and
Yeah,
then whoever's in earshot can then pass it
right.
along. It's like the game of telephone.
I think so.
Yeah. I mean that just
I think
that makes sense. Hell yeah.
nice. So you're gonna
Right
be
on,
live
man.
tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central, same time, same channel.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Any special guests?
Nope, just me.
No. Okay.
Just
Cool.
me. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Anything we're gonna talk about special, or you got a few
Oh,
things
there's some new
up your
stuff.
sleeve?
There's some new
Okay.
stuff. Yeah. I got some
Okay.
boxes.
Ooh.
Was
Okay.
not
Okay.
expecting this box tonight. Um,
Right, right.
so I don't know if there was a mistake made here, or maybe somebody that's just super, super generous sent me a
Sent you
capara.
kapara. There you
Yeah,
go.
like I don't know who did that, but it's not what I was expecting to be in that box. So I
Molly's
could,
like, that was your Christmas gift. You weren't supposed to open it.
um, no, I don't think that was the case. Uh,
No, no, no.
I
I'm
already
just kidding.
know. Well, you already know
Right,
the
right, right,
Christmas gift that Molly got me, and
right,
I already said it. I think I
right.
said it on last week's live, but
Yeah,
I'll
I
drop
don't know if
that
you
T.
specified last week that it was going to be Christmas gift, but yeah,
So, for those of you that have heard or been paying attention, Medford Knife and Tool dropped a new OTF knife that looks pretty cool. That's interesting. He says that the opening mechanism is completely unique, uh, which I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out. But I have one of those coming, and essentially that is my Christmas gift from my wife.
nice.
So now it's not going to be here for Christmas, sadly. I found out the other day. But,
Did you call and see if you could get like a loaner,
I did not, but
like a
I might do
prototype
that.
loaner?
Yeah.
Be like, hey man, I'll test it out for you.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know,
let me give you some feedback. I mean,
I know
especially
he.
now that I know they're a couple months off, like I feel like that should
Yeah,
just happen, you
because
know.
he was kind of in that realm the other day, right, on his live stream. He was kind of talking
Mhm.
about,
Mhm.
doing some testing, trying to lighten up a few things,
Yep, yep.
make a few things more snappier.
Yep, a little snappier.
Yeah. Mhm.
I will tell
Nice.
you, I don't know who is behind the engineering on the shootout,
Mhm.
but they did a fantastic job with this thing.
Right
They
on.
really did.
I mean, I know it
It's
was in-house, it was their
yeah, no,
design
I
in-house,
right, no,
but
I know. I'm just talking about like the actual person that
right, right.
engineered it, because there's so many things that they did specifically to make this thing mass producible, which is really ingenious. And I love the simplicity, yet the complex. Like, it's super complex, and there's a lot of super complex geometry going on in here.
Mhm.
But everything is built in such a way that it makes it, one, repeatable. Like, and Greg Medford is actually kind of famous for saying, or no, I'm sorry, not Greg Medford. It was Chris Reeve saying, "Well,
Mm.
anybody can build a perfect knife, but build me 10,000 of them." And like, yeah, it's not a big deal to build one of something that's perfect. It is,
Right.
however, really, really difficult to continue to replicate that over, tool change outs and, machine breakdowns and all this stuff that goes
Yeah.
on. And there, whoever is behind the internal design of the shootout is
Mhm.
a really, really smart individual. I'm just telling you. I work for
Mhm.
an OEM manufacturer, and I know what good engineering is.
Yeah.
And the person or persons that is responsible, and I'm sure it was a team. Um, but
Well,
there's a couple of
you met a
things.
couple of those guys in there when we did that kinda in-depth tour.
Hmm. Hmm.
You met a couple of them. One of the guys was in their testing area.
Uh-huh.
That was one of
Yeah,
the
but
guys
that
on
was
the
way
team.
before the shootout was released.
No, I know, but I mean that's the
Yeah.
same people on the team. So they're
Right, right.
you got the guys, designing it, you got the guys engineering it, putting it together, and you got the guys testing it and all working
Yep.
together and being like, "Hey, we need to change this up a little bit, modify
Well,
this a little bit."
from a design perspective. Now, with that being said, I wish they would have made it easier on me to make that glass breaker delete, but that's neither here nor there.
Right?
um, but the design, it really is impressive. It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, out of all the OTFs out there, this thing is is really impressive. It really is. Like there's so many things about it internally that are different than other OTFs, and it's cool for sure.
Well, and even on like Greg's video, I mean, he even said like, he was studying kind of a couple that Benchmade has out and a couple that Microtech has, and you
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
obviously wants to do things a little different, but at the same
Yeah.
time, you want to see how things work. You know,
Right.
okay, how
Right.
did they accomplish this? Let's tear it down.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep. But anyway, yeah. I just can't say enough good things about this knife. It's really great.
Nice.
And
El
it's
Cap.
funny because it's one that I
Hmm.
wasn't pumped on the first time I handled it,
Oh, I know. Yeah,
you know? Yeah.
we got it. We got you hooked on it though.
Yeah,
But I,
yeah.
I will say though that they did, from their original, they continued to work on it. You know what I
For
mean?
sure. Yeah, that
You
very
know.
first pre-production one that I handled, it
Hmm.
just it's not that I didn't like it. Uh what I didn't like about it was how cheap it felt. It was
Right.
very chintzy feeling in hand, and the production ones are not.
Yeah.
So there were several things that they did, but even that stuff, like I didn't get to pull apart the pre-production model.
Right.
But after opening up this one as many times as I did to be able to make the glass breaker delete, there are
Hmm.
things that I know they changed versus, things that made this not only sound more solid but feel more solid compared to the
Right.
pre-production. And even those little changes are just they're genius stuff. It really is. So those whoever the guys are that are behind the design of this, they should be proud because it's a cool design for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
No, that's good. I was gonna say El Cap Addict real quick said maybe Benchmade could give you a voucher code to award your audience winners for like some substantial discount off of a knife for their website, like 30 to 50% off one item. Maybe a worthwhile question to ask.
Yeah, yeah. That would be cool if they did that. I mean,
That would be cool for all of us.
right?
We could offer that.
I'm thinking like if you do get a 50% off voucher for Benchmade, you, we're homies, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Being like friends and family.
Yeah, right. Little F and F discount here.
Yeah. Now I
Little
do want
little
to say,
personal use.
yeah, since we're both on here together, before we
Yeah.
go, I did want to get your opinion on, and there's one thing I know we've already talked about, but the you haven't been able to handle these yet, but soon you'll be able to handle these tagged out scales
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
from Rogue Blade Works.
Yes.
But
I
initially, I mean, your
I do
thoughts.
like the way they look. I think they look sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I love the blue. So
Mm-hmm.
you and I always agree on the blue. And
Mm-hmm.
I know that there's several other people that don't um, you know, uh, like the blue, but I do. And I think they look fantastic. I like the way that they kind of taper off at the back. I'm not a
Yeah.
lanyard guy, so I don't necessarily care about that hole being back there.
Right.
Um, and I mean, you know how I feel about the tagged out.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite new thing from Benchmade.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
so yeah, definitely looking forward to it because the other thing is I know how much of a difference it makes for the bug out
Right.
to go to like G10 scales,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm hopeful that it'll take the tagged out and just make it feel like a more premium knife, if you will.
Yeah. And it stays lightweight too. I mean, it
Uh
adds
huh.
almost nothing with the way he's milled those out.
Yeah,
So,
dude. I got to be honest here. All of my Benchmades with with some slick 'em all, these things are on
mhm.
point.
Yeah, Well, and even I was telling you about the Hogue, the
Yeah. Oh yeah.
RSK I got, the carbon fiber. I
Yeah.
mean,
That
it
thing was
was
not good out of the box.
yeah, and it's just drop shutty now with
Hmm.
Slickamall. I mean, I took a heck of a lot of dried up, Loctite out of there,
Yeah.
but even so, just adding that Slickamall.
Yeah. The old
Oh,
slick 'em
nice.
all.
Big Red
Good
says
stuff.
you might hear something similar from me about the tagged out soon. Oh, snap.
Oh shit.
Nice, nice.
Can't go wrong with the tagged out.
No,
It
no, that's
is a
good.
good one.
No,
Faux
I posted
show.
that photo up. It took care of processing an elk pretty good. So
Michael Hart says, "Dang, you guys still alive?" Yeah, dude, we're just sitting here shooting the shit.
yeah,
Yeah, we're about ready to end it off though, because it's late and I got a bunch of crap to clean up.
like I
So,
got some stuff to do, some crap to clean out of the kitchen before Molly gets
yes,
home.
yes.
I mean, no, never mind. I won't say that because she'll probably either watch it or hear about it. So I'll keep that comment to myself.
Yep. Right on, man.
Well, thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
Showing us some of your
Thanks for
secrets.
yeah, thanks for coming on and reading some comments and whatnot. That was a huge help since I wasn't really looking at any of that.
Yeah. No, it was good to have everybody here. We had a lot of people jump in you know, and like I said, I can tell there's a lot of people in here that have already played around with the anodizing. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool for sure. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, there's just so many things you can do, and like I said, the possibilities are endless. So you know, good times. Yes, sir.
Right on. Well, all I'm going to say is make sure to do something kind for someone.
Perfect. Well, those are good words to live by right there. Thanks everybody for coming and hanging out with us and joining us. It was fun. Hopefully you enjoyed that kind of messing around, doing some different things, doing a little anodizing, checking out some knives, and shooting the shit about some nerdy stuff. I like it. Want to give away knife. Pitt says he won a giveaway knife from OCD a few weeks back, and the bearings were bone dry. Yeah, well, if it was a giveaway knife, the comment went, "Oh, okay, I can touch it." Bone dry, and it was okay. All right, so I sent you well, I'm guessing Molly sent some Slickamall. Um, but that's awesome. So you got some Slickamall. So now, Pitt, did the Slickamall fix your bone dry bearing problem?
Said took it
So
apart and now it's on point.
right on. Perfect. I love it. Yeah. Sorry. I don't have time to go through and tear down all the knives that go through here and get them all tuned up. Yeah, I wish I could do that. I just yeah.
Pitt
There's a
says
lot of
here.
stuff that goes through here.
Pitt says here to promote the Slickamall.
Right on, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Zach. Like, when I was testing or doing the slick 'em all, and I was just trying to buy something. Like
Yeah.
I didn't like set out to say, oh, I want to make a lube. That wasn't at all what was going on. I just couldn't find anything that I knew what I wanted in my head. I just couldn't
Mm-hmm.
find it, and I bought all this crap, and none of it worked, and so I just got mad and then I was like testing some stuff and I tested several things and it just didn't work well. And
Yeah.
I was like about to give up really because like I don't really consider myself to be a chemist or anything like that, and working with
Lubologist.
yeah, a lubologist. Um, but anyway, so when I stumbled across the recipe that is ultimately Slick 'em All, I was super impressed with it in the beginning, but it honestly has continued to impress me more and more as time goes on. Um,
Nice.
yeah, I keep using it on different things. Like, dude, I just had one of kind of the loyal uh, followers, if you will, tell me that he's using it on his kick drums,
Oh, yeah.
the kick pedals for
Uh-huh.
his drum set,
Yeah.
and said that it's on point for that. And I mean, the reality is, like, anything that needs to be, like, has some precision pivot
Mhm.
points.
Mhm.
It doesn't really matter what it is, but anything that's got some precision pivot points where you want the lubricant to stay in place,
Yeah.
is really, it's going to excel at that. And it's yeah, I like the fact that it comes, and I hope everybody else does too. Like, I kind of went round and round on, like, packaging, on what I would do, and for me, I always thought a syringe was the best way for this kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And so, I try to do our absolute best, Molly and I do, when it comes to packaging and stuff like that. So, like, I hope everybody appreciates it, because it's honestly not easy. I fill all those syringes by hand. Um, I don't have any, like, wonderful machine that does that for me. I literally do that by hand. And it's not like oil where you can just pour it into a bottle. It doesn't work that
Yeah.
way. But um but yeah, I hope everybody enjoys it. It's not like, it's really kind of a labor of love situation. I mean, not to say that we don't make a little money off the things that we sell. We do, but for how much time we put into it, I mean, this is, Molly basically quit her full-time job to do, she takes care of all the OCD for EDC stuff.
Yeah.
And so we really had to kind of, replace her income with this. And so, trust me when I tell you, it's not like we're getting rich. Um, but it really is there. I've met so many amazing people in this community, and so it really is kind of a labor of love situation. But it's cool, and I'm pumped that, every time I hear different stories and stuff about whether it's, Slick 'em All or the Glassbreaker deletes or the CMEs or whatever it is, if people, we
Mhm.
get all these emails all the time, people saying, they used it for this or did, whatever, and it's high praise. I certainly appreciate it.
Nice. Well, it works great.
Yeah.
I mean, from the first time that you're like, I think it was when we did the Benchmade meetup, and you're like, let's break down that RSK you got and put some Slickum on it. I'm like, okay, all right,
Yeah, you were the
and
you were the first one to ever see it outside of Molly. Molly saw it
hmm
and got to experience it. And then I had one syringe, and I brought it with me to Oregon on a work trip, and Zach and I were together, and I told myself, I was like, okay, I'm gonna show this to Zach, and if he likes it, if he thinks that it works well, then I feel like I got something. And and then I remember we were sitting in your dining room or, kitchen area,
hmm
and put some in a knife, and then I don't know if it was the next day or 2 days later or whatever, we did the meetup a couple
hmm
days later, and I showed it off to a few people there, and then kind of the rest was history.
I mean, honestly, you can tighten your pivots down more. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Having that stuff in there, so it's like it's just to me, it's a no brainer. That's any
Yeah,
knife.
and
It's just like
I mean,
boom.
it's just, and whether it's a washer knife or a bearing knife, it's amazing. And I mean, all of my knives, none of them have any blade play whatsoever. And you know, the yeah, it's just like, obviously I'm biased because I make the shit,
Right, right.
but but honestly, I mean, I would tell you, like, I'm not just fanboying over my own stuff. Like, if it wasn't as
Yeah,
good, I wouldn't have put it out there. Honestly, like,
right,
I'm not about an also has kind of thing. Like, if you notice all the stuff that I make, I don't compete with anyone on any of that stuff.
right. Hmm.
And even with the lube, there's no way in hell I would have brought out just like an oil to compete with all the other oils that are out there because there's already
Right,
a shit ton of them.
right. I
Um,
mean, but honestly, like for the knives I have, like that I've used other, lube oils on, or knife
yeah,
pivot lube oils, those kind of things, even blue lube, like the stuff, it'll dry out over time. And,
yeah,
stuff gets stickier. And I haven't had that experience yet. So,
right.
I mean, there's multiple benefits to it, but it's to me, I literally just tell people like you gotta try something. That's why I buy so many extra tubes and pass them out to people and do them in giveaways because it's like you just got to get it in hand. You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
and I
you get it in
appreciate it, man.
hand and you tear your knife apart and put it back together with that stuff. It's like, good lord.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, it's cool, and I certainly appreciate all the support you've given me there and
Hmm.
ordering that stuff and giving it away to people. It's pretty amazing, and yeah, but yeah, it's pretty cool for sure, and I'm yeah, pretty awesome to hear all the stories and whatnot. So, Pitt, I'm glad it worked out for you. I'm glad on your giveaway night that just think about it this way: you got to experience a dry, grindy, shitty action, and then you got to feel it in real time. You got to throw some lube in there, some slick 'em all, and then feel the buttery goodness. So right on, man. Well, it's 1 o'clock in the morning where I'm at. I still got a bunch of cleaning to do.
All right, sounds
So
good.
yeah, I'm gonna get off here. But thanks so much for coming and hanging out. It was a good time. Thanks everybody for watching, and we will see you tomorrow. Zach, you go live tomorrow, 2 p.m.
Noon.
Central, noon Pacific.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'll be live 7 p.m. Central. What would that 5 p.m. Pacific?
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Sounds good. You guys take care.
Yep. Thanks. Have a good one. I'm out of here.